All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we're changing out my air box with the SMB cold air intake. So it's supposed to be better. I don't know, we'll see. I just wanted it to make my turbo louder, but I guess we'll get started. So I'll take it out, take all the sensors off. There's something for the gate on the bottom. You gotta disconnect it from the turbo down there and take the air box. So let's get through that. All right, so I got this disconnected. We also have to disconnect this line. So you gotta get that clamp pulled back. Get to that. All right, so that's out. I got the electrical disconnected from up here. So now I'm gonna start dismounting the air box, and then we'll be able to get to the electrical plug for the gate. Oh. All right, air box is out. So now I'm gonna dig into here, see what we gotta do. Forgot to mention this before I started, but make sure you disconnect both ground cables from your battery, because apparently you might get a check engine light. So do that. All right, so next we gotta remove the sensors from it, this box, and the swing gate motor from this box. There's just 3 bolts for these, and then 4 bolts for that. So I got the MAF and IAT sensors off and the swing gate motor out. So the swing gate motor's got to go on the bottom of the SNB intake, and the sensors you put on the new tube. And for the swing gate motor, they give you spacers and new screws because there's a big gap there. And for the sensors, you get gaskets and new screws with that as well. All right, next we've got to put all the rubber things, grommets, into the holes on the side. All right, so make sure when you're putting on the rubber grommet that you line up the holes or circles on these two. So that's done. Now we got to build the swing gate, throw that in there. All right, so I got my swing arm all built. Make sure when you put it into the box that you line up this flat side with the flat side on there. All right, now make sure you don't manually turn it or anything, and do not remove it or it will not be, if you remove it, you can't use it again, so keep it on there. All right, next you gotta put this on where it goes to the turbo right there, and you get this and new clamps for everything, so put all that on. Once you've got these 2 clamps tightened down, go ahead and slide this onto the air box. And before you put the air box back in, you get a new harness to plug into the swing gate for an extension. There we go. Now we're ready to put it back in the truck. So when you put it back in the truck, just tighten this down, plug in all your sensors, and retighten your hoses on the turbo and for the CCV. All right, once you got the box all in, you can throw your filter in. Make sure the flat side is facing up. So now that your filter is in, we could throw on the edge trim to the top of the cover, and then we'll throw the lid on. And there you have it. Your new filter is in. You're ready to go.